Flosstubers, I'm Dottie. I'm Stitching Scotty, and welcome to Flosstube number 69. This is February the 26th, 2022, and I would like to share some of my cross-stitch projects with you, and thank you all for coming by to visit with me and see what I have to show. I have a lot to share today. I'm still stitching the Winter Olympics, and I'll be doing that. I'm doing WIPGO, and I've got some haul. I've got a finish. I have an FFO. Let's see. And I've got cross stitch Christmas week. And I've got a free pattern today. You know, I usually try to find a free pattern. This one I don't have a picture of, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. And if there are about 30% of you that do not subscribe or like my video, please pick up your phone if you're watching me on TV and hit the subscribe button and the like button so I can get out to more people, and I would really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 and see if we can have a big giveaway. So anyway, we're going to get started, and be sure and share with your friends. Okay, the first thing I want to do is we're going to talk about my FFO. Goodness gracious. Okay, I've got this one finished, but I think it needs a little something, and I would love to have some suggestions. I tried some white pom-poms, that didn't work. I tried chenille, that didn't work. It just looked kind of bunchy. But anyway, one of my dear friends from Stitch Club at Pandas gave me this block from Michael's, and this is my You Can Build a Snowman. Now, if you think it's fine, just tell me it's fine in the comments. If not, and you think I need to add something, please tell me what would look good. But I think he's so cute. And this was a free pattern from Shepherd's Bush if you bought the little hat button for the sheep. And it was a really quick, easy stitch. And I just mounted it on a mat board and put some batting on there, and then just glued it down lightly. So if I decide, you know, to put magnets on it and change it out later, I can, or to change the, you know, trim around the edge if I want to do something there. All right, and this is on 28 count, and I think it's some kind of even weave, maybe Lugana, and I used all the call for threads except the snowman and the sheep are DMC. All right, and it's 2 strands over 2, and I just now noticed there was something sticking on it. There we go. Cute. And this is a 3.5 by 5 inch block. Okay, so that's my finish, and that was quite easy to do. All right, and then we're going to go on to the stitching the Winter Olympics. Okay, we stopped at day 18. And that you were supposed to stitch something with flowers or a floral motif. And I've been doing this sale with Neicelynn and a couple other people, or stitchers, and it's in the sister's book from Blackbird. And my sister's book is starting to look a little worn because I don't make working copies because I usually don't write on mine, but I may make a working copy of this. But this is the pattern, At First Cock's Crow. And it's really neat pattern. This is from Blackbird Designs, and I'm really enjoying working on it. It's a fall pattern, and it's on Oaken 32 count, and this is my progress so far. I didn't get a lot done. I got a lot of the I got all the October, and I got 31st, and I got part of the 18, and I had to stop. And then, because I just stitched on it for the one day, and then I finished up what I had to rip out of the pattern over here, this border looking thing, but I didn't get the little orange, I guess they're acorns on there. But this is 2 strands over 2, and I'm using all the call for threads except for Garden Gate, which is Gentle Arts, and I'm using DMC 844. And I'm also using DMC 310 because I couldn't find any, I think it was Raven. So there you go. But now I have Garden Gate when I don't need it, you know. So, but that's the way it goes. And you notice I left my needle in there, but it's like, well, you know, who knows when I might have a minute to stitch. So hopefully this one will be done before Halloween, but the way it's going, I'm wondering. So, but I've really enjoyed stitching on that one. It's going to be really pretty. It's even a fall thing. Okay, the next day for the, oh, oops, I'm about to lose my pattern. The next day on the Winter Olympics, that's the 19th, we were supposed to stitch on something. Oh, we were supposed to stitch on something we had a goal for, but it was my choice of what I could stitch on. So I thought, oh, this would be a great time to take out the Vintage Housewife by Lori Holt. So I picked this back up, and yet again, I just stitched on it one day, and I really didn't get to stitch on this much at all. This past week was kind of crazy. Just busy working and, yeah, doing the things I need to do. But anyway, I got a little bit more done on the border. This is done on 25 Cloud, and I'm doing 2 strands over 2, and I'm using all the Call for DMC flosses because, you know, I got them when I won the kit from Cheryl at Tranquil Stitches. And thank you again, Cheryl. I'm really enjoying doing this, even though I'm not doing a lot of it. But, you know, I have so many things to stitch on. So the border is very easy to stitch on and mindless. So that's a good thing, especially when you've got places to go and things to do where you can stitch. So I've enjoyed that. And this cloud fabric is really nice. I enjoy working on it. That came from Fat Quarter Shop, but it's a Lori Holt Being My Bonnet product. So there you go. Okay, and then on day 20, which was the closing ceremony day, they wanted you to stitch something that you were going to complete in 2022. So I did. You know, I started Winter Cross Stitch Camp with Colorado Cross Stitcher and a bunch of other Flosstubers, and I did the one of the I did one of the Bristol berries. I did the one that said Bible. And I was planning on getting my berry FFO'd. That just didn't happen. I need a couple of things before I thought I had, or maybe if I've got them, I couldn't find them. But anyway, I did get a finish, and all you had to do was post a stitching finish, which I will post that today. I wanted to wait till I showed it to everyone. This is on 36 count antique white. Antique white Edinburgh, I think. And I got this from the Colorado Cross Stitcher, and I'm using 1 strand over 2 threads, and that was really fun to stitch, and it stitched up real quick, and I finished it on the 22nd. So I think I got the gold. What do y'all think? I posted every day, and I stitched every day on my project that applied to what it was. And I had one of my friends tell me, she said, well, you know, when you stitched on that Women of the Mayflower, she said, there's 5 people in there. And I was like, oh, yay. Sheila, also from the Sunshine Stitcher, stitched with 5 people. I mean, I just assumed that we had to have 2 or 4 people. So if that disqualifies me, oh, well. But in my book, I did it. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. And hopefully by next week, I'll have this finished as a berry. Because berries are not that hard to do. It's just you have to have all the right things. And I did not. Okay, so next we're going to talk about WIPGO. And people are like, well, what is WIPGO? So, WIPGO is, oh, I did forget something. Okay, on the Bristol Berry, it's on Instagram, and it's hashtag winter cross stitch. Let's see, wait a minute. I've already forgotten now. You post to Winter Cross Stitch Camp and hashtag Colorado Cross Stitcher, both groups. And then you are eligible for whatever prize or whatever. And she also has a free PDF of a badge that you can stitch up and do that says Winter Cross Stitch Camp. And I thought that was so cute. I've downloaded it, but of course not stitched it. Okay, now getting back to WIPGO. Now this is Jessie Marie does stuff. She pulls 2 numbers every month. And usually she pulls them on the 27th because February was so short, she pulled them a couple of days early. But in February, our numbers were number 5 and number 17. And I'm going to start with number 17. It's my Halloween sampler. And it's a Cottage Garden Samplings. And I said I was going to stitch on it for 5 days. And so I've stitched on it 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Okay, I've stitched on it 3 days. So I've got 2 more days to have to stitch on it. And guess what? I can stitch on it today and tomorrow. Or I can stitch on it tomorrow and Monday. And I'll have this done. So I will have met that goal. So I'll be stitching tonight when I get off this Flosstube. But anyway, in my 5 days stitching, some days were good and some days were not. The pattern is by Cottage Garden Sampling, and it's called Halloween Sampler. It's got the alphabet, and it's got a Halloween or a scary word, you know, to go with it, and some little pictures of crows and cauldrons and cats and witches' legs and jack-o'-lanterns and brooms and stuff. And this one is on 28 count. Oh dear. I want to say fog. I really do. Yeah, I want to say this is on 28 count fog. And I don't remember who it's by. Shoot. Oh, wait a minute. It's in here. Never mind. Okay. No, it's not Abecedarian. That's come out of something. Yeah, this is 28 count dense fog. And it doesn't say who it's by. So, but I got this at my L&S. And this is my progress that I've got. And of course, I've left a strand in it so I can sit down and finish the word goblins, which I'd almost finished. And I got the little goblin done. And I got Dracula and part of Erie done. And finished Abracadabra. So, I really am enjoying this. And this is 2 strands over 2. And I like the modeling in this piece also. Okay. But I won't be buying any more dense fog of this brand because I think it's a Weeks Dye Works, you know, one of the old ones, because it's very limp. So, anyway, but it has to go in a hoop. I mean, I stitch with a hoop anyway, but it has to go in a hoop because I just, yeah, it's very limp. It's just like, you know. But anyway, it's a fun stitch, and it's my WIPGO, and I've got 2 more days to do. I didn't know I was cutting it that close. All right, and then on number 5, we had Women of the Mayflower, Coming to America. And, where did my pattern go? Nothing like being not organized, you know. This is by Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. And this is the pattern. I'm going to hold it like this so you can see it. It's a really pretty pattern. And it's got the names of the women on the Mayflower. And I've got, mine was going a little slow. It was a sale last year, but I just couldn't seem to keep up, as I've told y'all before. And this is on 36 count. And it's Vintage Country Mocha. And I finally got, I need to put a little bit more of the boat behind the guy that's standing there. He's like standing in thin air. But I did get the waves done. So I'm now ready to start on the part that says Cape Cod. So I'm excited about that. And I've got to get 1,000 stitches. And I've probably got about 800 and something. That's my guesstimate. So I need to be stitching on this tonight too. Nothing like wait until the last minute. So, but it's just been crazy. I thought I was going to be able to stitch, you know, and do such and such. And I'm using 1 strand of floss over 2 threads. And all the call for threads, sorry about that, all the call for threads, because I bought the kit with all the little extras. And I really, really, really enjoy stitching on that one. This was my first 36 count piece, and I've decided I really like 36 count. It's just a lot of fun to stitch on. So we'll be stitching some more on that, and I'll have my WIPGO progress, and hopefully we'll be able to cross off 2 squares. And the numbers for next month, it just went out of my brain because I didn't write them down. Anyway, we'll talk about those next time. I think it's 15 and 21, but I may be mistaken. But if it is, it's I've got it here, and 15 and 21 are actually the same piece. On 15, I want a July finish, and on 21, I want an August finish. So, this is what I've got. I'm doing them all on one. And I've got all the way down to May. Oh, I wonder what happened to June. I guess I better rearrange that and put like June and July instead of July and August, because I really don't want to skip one. Although I guess I could, but I would be messing up. So I think I'm going to do that. And this one's on 28 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I'm using all the Call For Classic Color Works and Weeks Dye Works that are, you know, in the pattern. And I've got this much more to go. And it's 2 strands over 2. But I think these are just so cute. And this is a heart and hand pattern. And I will show you. This one is June. So this will be one of them. And then this is July right here with the fish. Okay. And there's August, so you can see that. So I'll be working on those for March. So that'll be a lot of fun. So that will be good. Okay, so hopefully I can get 2 more squares knocked off. Okay, the next thing I worked on, and my goal this year is to but to black out my whole entire board. Last year I did all but 2 squares, so that wasn't too bad. Okay, I'm not doing so well on the monthly orny sale or the 12 in 2022 ornament. Not doing too good in that for the Instagram. I have tossed that to the side this month also because I was working on the tomato pincushion, and I was planning on getting that one done because I did so much stitching on it last week. But I need to finish my WIPGO. That's going to be my main focus. And that's just going to have to be catch up. But I'm not going to start another ornament, another meal hill, until I get at least one of those done. Because I don't want to have 12 whips, just ornaments. That would not be good. Okay, and then I said, oh boy, last week I'm going to really participate in Cross Stitch Christmas Week with Anabella's. Well, I participated, but it was quite little. I had to abandon that because of WIPGO also. And I have no idea where the month went, but it sure did go. This was also something I was participating with GaRon Stitchery on their Facebook group. Hands-on Design was their featured pattern this month. And I'm doing the 25th block party with Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, and all that. And I'm doing mine as a block because I really, really enjoyed doing the block. And this one's on 28 count milk chocolate linen from Stephanie's Fabrics. Yeah. And these are my 3 reindeer. I was planning on getting 1 more reindeer done, but that didn't happen either. Something happened, I got interrupted, and I never got back to it. But I'm doing 2 strands over 2. And we've started on Vixen. I did get Vixen out, and I got his little antlers and his neck and his head and his little collar. And that's about all I got done. Yeah. So hopefully this will not fall by the wayside. I really, really like this one, and I can't wait to get it done. And I love this cloth. Milk chocolate is one of my favorites, I think. The modeling is just so pretty. So, and the cloth is not too flimsy either. So that's a good thing. Okay. So that was my stitching for the week, which was not very much. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. It just looks like a lot because there were a lot of different things going on that I was a little disappointed, because usually I have at least one good stitching week, but I went to visit my daughter over the weekend, so I didn't get any good stitching days. Okay, it is time for our free pattern. And this one is from Not Forgotten Farm. It's on their blog spot, and it's called Shamrock Basket. Now, I'm only going to be able, there is not a picture of it, and it's kind of like a, well, let's see. Oh, I can't show you that because then you'll see that. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to show you this. Okay, this is part of the basket. Okay, and this is part of the Shamrock basket. There's a heart at the top. And that's all I'm going to show you. And I will put the link at on the drop down box below. And she's got some other beautiful, beautiful patterns. I don't know if any of y'all have done any Not Forgotten Farm patterns or not, but they're primitive and they're very nice. She only uses 4 colors of DMC floss. So, I mean, it's just something you could stitch up, and it's kind of a medium, well, to small. It's a small, I guess, because it's 60 by 60, so, or thereabouts. But it's just a really, really pretty one, and I would have stitched it up, but yeah. But anyway, that's our free pattern for today. And then we're going to talk about some past FFOs. Okay, an FFO is a finally finished object in my book. And the first one I want to show you, you know, I used to do a lot of Pine Mountain because they were very portable, and then they were done. You know, you just had to stick a piliform in there, excuse me, and that was it. So anyway, this one is on, I want to say 18 count lamb's wool. And this is called Springtime. And I thought this was so, so cute. This one says Springtime, thunder showers, blooming flowers, people hiding, eggs and treats, children cuddling, bunnies sweet. And it's got the bunnies and the little galoshes with the little puddle and the flowers, and it's got a little button of a little chicken, and then we got flowers at the bottom. Just so, so cute. So it's got the little chicken coming out of the egg, and it was already pieced, you know, inside this, and then you just stuffed it with the pillow form that you could buy from them. I don't know why my pillow form looks so wonky, but anyway, but this was fun, and it was 2 strands over 1. So I used 2 strands of floss over 1 linen thread. Just fun. And it went fast because it was a lot of words, and words stitch up fast. Then the next thing from Pine Mountain, this is a 4 square spring, and it had a little bluebird button, and it was one of the little mini pillows. And I really enjoyed this. This was when I stitched mostly on Ada, and it was on 14 count Ada, and I used 2 strands of floss. Oops, and it was all DMC. And then when I finished, I ironed it and stuffed it in the pillow. So, the pillow form, I mean, it was all done. Okay, and then, you know, I also enjoyed stitching on Lizzie Kate because those projects were small, and I needed, like, instant gratification back then. This one is St. Patrick's Flip It, and I just pop these in and out, and I have for years, and I love getting this one out. I love St. Patrick's Day because I'm Scotch-Irish, and this was on Cafe Mocha when I started stitching on linen, and it's got the little horseshoe charm, and it's just so, so cute. It's 2 strands over 2, and I used the call for colors, which were probably Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works. And that one's cute. And this is just a little cheap frame that I found at a nail workshop in their little bargain basket. Then the next one is also a Lizzie Kate. And I can't remember the name of this one, and I don't have these patterns anymore. My girlfriend moved away, and so I would pass the patterns to her. And I just honestly don't remember. I know it's not postage stamp. I want to say it's block something. Flip It Block or something. But this one says Luck, and it's got the little house with the little shamrocks and hearts, and then the cute little bluebirds up in the dogwood tree. And I think that's so cute. I need to update my frame, but it's a cute piece. And it's 2/2, and I used all the call for colors except the white was DMC. Okay. And then my next Lizzie Kate just fell out of the frame. Poke it back in there. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's not good. Well, nothing like not being prepared. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's not good. It's pulling on that. Goodness. I had this in here just fine until I carried it upstairs. Okay, the next one we're showing is a Lizzie Kate Flip It again. And this was the postage stamp because they look like postage stamps. And I just thought the little leprechaun with the red hair was just too cute. And his little pot of gold. This is an oldie but a goodie. And of course, all the Lizzie Kate patterns you can get at 1-2-3 Stitch. Or better yet, you might go to your local L&S and they may still have some of these. And who knows, they may be, you know, like discounted or something because, you know, they might want to get rid of them. So you'll have to check that out and see if you can find some. And also you can get these on eBay and Stash Unload too. But 1-2-3 Stitch has a good bit because they have the rights to the Lizzie Kate patterns. And the next thing I'm showing is because we were talking about berries in my winter cross stitch camp. And I just wanted to show you that I can finish a berry. I got this at the Leela May retreat that I went to. And she's now, the two sisters have now split up and done different things. And this one, the lady that does this now is Jennifer at Violets and Verses. And this is my chicken stitch berry. Is that not too cute? And she showed us how to sew them up with her sewing machine and do everything. And this was just such a fun project. And this was one of her patterns, her original patterns. And this is Jennifer from Violets and Verses, but she used to be Leela May. And she had wonderful retreats, really, really did. And this is stuffed with lizard litter or crushed walnut shells. Either one. The lizard litter's cheaper. That's it. That was the hardest part, was getting the stuff in there. But this is on 28 count, and I did like a satin stitch for the thread, and it's 2 strands over 2. The back stitch is 1 strand where it says chicken stitch. Look at the little needles. Too cute. So those are my finishes. My past FFOs. And the reason I'm showing you that is because now we're going to go into haul. I have joined the Erica Michaels Berry Club with Dying to Stitch in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And every month, well, I think it's every quarter. I'm not sure. Anyway, I mean, I knew when I signed up, but it's just I can't remember now what it is. But anyway, I got my first berry. And this one, oops, is the Morning Dove. And this is the All About Berries exclusive for Dying to Stitch. So if you want this, you have to call Dying to Stitch or something and see if you can get that. I don't know if it's just, and see if you can join the Berry Club. It may be too late. She may have it closed off. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is a beautiful berry, and she's got it on R&R Reproductions 36 count exclusive berry brew linen. Okay, and here's my linen. Oh, let's do this. Here we go. Here's my linen. Isn't that pretty? And it's 36 count. Well, it's bigger. And the stitch count is 126 by 72. And she's using all Weeks Dye Works flosses. And they're all on this nice little card, except for the kudzu. And there's that. Let me hold something up here so you can see this. There we go. Some of the colors that you can see. So those are really pretty. All right, so I'm looking forward to a start, and I've even got my little pieces of felted wool, and there's a button that went somewhere. Yeah, here it is. Here's a button, and I'm assuming that's to put on. Oh, that's to put on the top of my berry, right here. So I can't wait to get this one started. Yay! Another squirrel, you know. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to start this one and see how it goes. And she's got a Facebook group, I think. I'll list it below. But she's got a group, and we post everything, but it's a private group. So anyway, just if you're interested, call at Dying to Stitch and see if they'll, you know, if they have any openings. All right, the next thing I did was Firepoppies. Oh, yay. I don't get to go to Firepoppies very much or even shop there very much, but I did get a pansy patch quilt and stitchery, and Susan and all her staff are just super, super nice. This is the Cranberry House. I've just been looking at this one and looking at this one from the pansy patch quilts, and this, I've really, really had this on my wish list for quite some time. Ever since I first saw it, I was like, oh, I gotta have this. And so anyway, this is going to be on my, you know, going to be starting this sometime or other. So this will be exciting. So I'm excited about that. This one's 5 by 5, about 5.5 by 5, and they stitched it on oaken. And you know, oaken's one of my favorites. Sorry about the glare. Okay, and then I saw this one done by one of my friend's sisters. Hey, Patty. It was so cute. And I said, oh, that's on my wish list. And it's been on my wish list a long time. So I finally broke down and got the pattern. It's I Smell Children. Now, y'all know I'm a piano teacher. I can't wait to stitch this and put this up for Halloween. I'm just, yeah, where's the horns? But anyway, this is really cute. This is Amy Bracken or Brucken pattern. And I guess it's Brucken. But anyway, her patterns are just so whimsical and cute. I just love it. And I've done some of her patterns before, and I really enjoy it. It uses DMC floss. So that'll be one that we'll be doing. Then I got some fabric because I've just been looking for some patterns I had that I was like, you know, I just don't know what to do. So I found this one is Posh 36 count, and I got this one for the Plum Street Gather. Let me take this out because it's very glary tonight. Okay, this is the Gather In, and it's by Plum Street Samplers. Ever since I've seen that, I was just like, oh my goodness, that's beautiful. And of course, where did I see it first? On Flosstube. So I got the Posh 36 count linen from Fortnite Fabrics, and I'm going to hold this up. And the good thing about Susan is she and her staff, they served the fabric after they cut it to your specifications. Now this is wrinkled because it's had a rough little ride, but look at that. Is that not too pretty? And this is called Posh. I just wanted to go different because they had stitched it on graham cracker, and they used 1 strand of floss over 2 linen. But yeah, I looked at Graham Cracker and it was pretty, but I thought, you know, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. And so I decided to get this. So I'm excited about doing that. And I've got everything all kitted up for this one. And then the next one I've had for quite some time, and I found this. I got the last one they had at Stitch and Frame. Oh, it's been over a year ago when I went up there. And, you know, that's in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And this picture is just not good. I'm just going to tell you. It's the worst picture I've ever seen. I'm sorry. But they should have done just a little bit better with this. Because they had the model stitched. And y'all know how it is when they have the model stitched. Oh, you got to have it. Well, that's the way it was. This is Happy Halloween. And it's by Praiseworthy Stitches. And this is the whole entire thing. Not made as a drum. But I'm going to make mine as a drum. So she had it decked out with the buttons and the fabric. But I didn't have the fabric color I wanted. She didn't have the fabric color I wanted up there. So I went and looked, and Firepoppies had stately 32 count linen. And I picked this out just because I thought it would go well with the cloth. And Susan was very, very helpful in her choices. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I think that's going to make a beautiful drum. And I got a little extra just in case I mess up or cut something wrong. Or, well, you know. Because sometimes it's a good stitching day and a good sewing day. And sometimes it's not. So, you know, it just depends. So I can't wait to get this one started. It'll be a while, though. It'll probably be one of these Darktober stitches or something. But this is stately 32 count linen from, I don't know who it's by. Oh, it's by Fortnite Fabrics, 32 count. So let me get this back in the box. Okay, I'll just put that over there. And last but not least, did I get one more thing? Yes, I did. Okay, I got this pattern in one of the boxes from Southern Stitches Company last year. And when I saw it, I was like, well, you know, this pattern looks really good. It's Annie B's folk art pattern. But I don't want to do it on Bramble, on the white looking. I mean, it was kind of a gray white. I just didn't want to do that because the colors are so rich. Now, I could put mine on floss drops, but I haven't had time. And I don't know if I will. But let me show you these beautiful colors. And it's all DMC floss. Let's see. How am I going to do this? Okay, now, there you go. Look at those beautiful colors. They're rich. So, I decided I would get Cream Brulee by R&R Fabrics, and it's 28 count. And I think this is going to be a great match. Let me see if this is... There you go. It's a little bit darker than that, but not much. Hang on. There we go. Okay, this is not a professional video. Can you tell? Oh, that's washing it out. Well, anyway, it's going to look good on it. So, there you go. And it won't be whitey looking. So, I don't know. It just kind of washed it out, I thought. So, I thought, meh, I'm just going to do that. I was getting very creative this time. I think watching Flosstube has really rubbed off on me. So, I really appreciate Susan's help and her staff's help. They were just great in helping me decide what to choose. And thank you. I mean, if you get a chance, their service is great. They mail out things real quick. And remember, you get a Charleston chew with every purchase. So, there you go. All right. Now, my next haul is from, I know they're like, and there's more. It's from my daughter, Jeanette. She's all the time getting me cute little gifts. And she went to, I think, Michael's or Hobby Lobby And she said, I saw this, Mom, and it had your name written all over it. It says, what happens in the sewing room stays in the sewing room. So I'm going to hang this on the door. Yes, so that'll be good. All right, then she got me a little notepad that says taking one stitch at a time. And the best thing she got me is she's always trying to find me things for finishing. She got this box, and it's a DIY box. It's a wooden photo frame. And she said, Mom, you can take the glass out and you can, puff something up. But see, it opens up and it's a little wooden box. So I'm really excited about finding something to go in that. I'm sure I'll probably have something finished already. So anyway, that was my haul for the week. Lots of haul. So, some weeks you have a lot and other weeks, nothing. Okay, all right. Let's see. What do we have next? Oh, Needlework Market. Has everybody got their list out of things that they want to get? Okay. Some of the things I'll show you will be from Needlework Market, and some of the things will not. Because there's one thing that's just too cute. I've just got to show it. And I don't know. It doesn't say Needlework Market, so I'm sure it's probably not. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show is called Seasons of the Heart. And they've got spring and summer. And it's from With Our Needle and Thread with Brenda Gervais. And these are very, very, very cute. Isn't that precious? Love me some houses. Yes. The one on the top's not showing up too well. It does. Oh, there we go. Those are cute. They make great little smalls. So that'll be cute. So make sure you got your pencil and paper out. And the next one, if you watch Stitching with the Housewives, I'm sure you've seen this one. This one's called Daisy May. And this is with Priscilla Blaine and Chelsea. Isn't she cute? She's just very summery and springy looking. I just thought she was very, very cute. And we all like bunnies in spring. Then the next one is called, and I think I showed this one last week. It said Keeper of the Pens, and these are designs by Brenda Gervais yet again, and it's With Our Needle and Thread, and it's a bunch of little smalls. She's got the little booklets that she puts out, and this just happens to be another one. And it's got all the little sewing things. This is on my wish list. And then, gotta move that. The next thing I want to show you is another sampler from Brenda Gervais. It's called Rejoice Evermore, and I do not think I showed this one. Look at this. Look at those bluebirds. Isn't that beautiful? Just so, so pretty. All right, and I like the colors of that. Everybody knows I'm not a big bird fan, but those are cute. And then the next one, as far as I know, is not a Nashville Needlework pre-order. This one's called Baskets and Blooms, and it's from Calico Confectionery, and it's Happy Easter. Look at that. Isn't that just precious? Just too cute. Okay. And, oops, that was not good. Oh dear. There's days that this goes smooth, and then there's days it does not. Here we go. Okay, that's better. All right, and then I showed you those. I showed you that. Okay, here's one I don't think I showed you. This one says, America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. And this is Pickle Barrel Designs, Sea to Shining Sea cross stitch. Isn't that pretty? Very patriotic. So that's from Sea to Shining Sea. Okay, and then next we have This is a pre-order. And this is also from Pickle Barrel Designs. And this says, coffee doesn't ask silly questions. Coffee understands. And then here's another one that's a little bit less snarky. It says, you are the sugar to my coffee. Look at those. Too cute. Too cute. All right. And then we have another one from Pickle Barrel Designs. And this is Spring's Arrival. And there's spring on one, and the other one says, the first blooms of spring always make my heart sing. Isn't that pretty? Really, really pretty. I like the flowers and everything. There's just so many different types of designs this year. All different genres that you have to choose from. This one is from Artful Offerings, and it's called A New Day Has Come. And this is not a needlework market piece. It is not. You can just go ahead and order this. Isn't that pretty? And it's Artful Offerings. All right, the next one is nope. Oh dear, that's not good. Okay, here we go. Okay, this one's from Stacy Nash. It's Jane LaFergie Thread and Hoop Sewing Bag. And this is a Nashville Needlework pre-order. Isn't that pretty? Very primitive. And that would really work up quick. Okay, and the next one is, oh, this one's really pretty. I think you'll like this one a lot. This is also from Stacy Nash. This is called To My Friend Pin Keep Stack. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Just precious. It looks very vintage. So that's the Stacy Nash To My Friend Pin Keep Stack. Oh, goodness. You'd think I had something and just kept stuttering. Oh, I forgot that one. This one is Lydia Corker Reproduction Sampler Roll. And this is of improvement. Learn by the bee from each event to find some hint of use or profit of your mind. Nothing formal, but you may draw from its improvement for your virtue or your sense. Honey like this, life's evils will, can't read that, assuage, and yield you sweets in your declining age. But anyway, it's in very old type print, and the S's look like F's, I think. And it's not showing up too good. But that's a Stacy Nash. Okay, next we have, oh, good grief. Ugh. This is being a pain in the tushy today. I'm not going to show many more because my video is starting to get long. There we go. All right. Let's see what else we got. This is also pre-ordered. This is Leela's Studio, and it's a sampler to cross stitch. And this is Nashville Needlework. Leela's Studio. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And I'm going to show you one or two more, and that's going to be it. Because I don't want to repeat things that I have already shown. Let's see. I showed that one. Oh, here's one I've not showed. A lot of people are liking the red samplers. And this is a JBW Designs. It's called an Elegant Alphabet Book Cross Stitch Pattern. And this is a pre-order from Nashville Needlework. All right. Okay, so that's all I'm going to show for today, but it's probably a little late to get an order in, but you can make a wish list for when your L&S comes back or your favorite shop, and then when they come back and they post all these patterns on their website, or you go in and they're there on display, you can go in and just swoop them up, and you go, oh, I know exactly what I want. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope all my unprofessional things, because I do not edit very well. I do edit some, but not very well. But anyway, my plans for next month or next week, and we'll see how those go, because, you know, this week they kind of fell apart. I plan to try to finish my WIPGO goals and for the month of February. I hope to do some St. Patrick's Day stitching, and I would like to work on my Mill Hill ornament. I would really like to work on that. So those are, you know, 2 or 3 things I would like to do, and other than that, I don't think I'm going to plan anything because it didn't go too well this week. All right, I hope everybody has a great week, and hopefully you'll get a little bit warmer. I've got spring fever, and it's been in the 70s here. Isn't that just, yeah. So it's just really strange. But now today it's going to start getting cold, or tonight, and then tomorrow's rain. Oh well. But anyway, until next time, I hope you stitch everything that you can and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.